See you. You here for a search and seizure of my house?
You know, I got those test results from the bracelet we fished out of the harbor.
Oh, that's good. Come in.
Ah, she's here. Figured.
No, don't be speculating on my personal life, huh?
Come on, Garcia. Do you really think I'm guilty, or do you want to come clean and admit that you may have a bit of a crush on me?
Would you be so smug if I said the test showed Devlin's blood on your bracelet?
That's ridiculous.
Of course it's ridiculous. If that was true, and you found blood, Devlin's blood on that bracelet, you'd already have her cuffed, and you'd have a photographer out front ready to take your picture for the newspaper, wouldn't you?
There was blood on that bracelet. Eve killed Devlin, and you're helping her to cover it up, even if it means sacrificing your client, Julie Devlin.
I don't think so.
No? You sat on evidence that would have cleared Julie weeks ago because it would have implicated your little honey here.
Well, then, if you want to go public with that, I'll sue for defamation.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Eve, why don't you just save us all a lot of trouble and confess? I already have all the evidence I need to put you away for life.
When you knew you were going to be 45 minutes later than you said, the least you could have done was to call me at the community center.
Victor, you know I am always late, and besides, why didn't you just call a taxi at that point? You know, I'd be happy to pay for it, or better yet, why didn't you call him?
Well, I tried to call here, but all I got was the machine.
I'm sorry, I never pick up the messages.
Hey, are you okay? You don't look okay, and, you know, last night you were very, very quiet, and I didn't even see you this morning. You were gone before I got up. Something happened.
You could say that.
Do you want to tell me about it?
I had a session with Gail yesterday.
Oh, never even mentioned it to me.
We used a memory recovery technique to help me recollect what happened at the picnic. I remembered everything. I remember Ryan and the woman throwing the knives. I killed that woman, see?
No, I don't believe that. Not for 1 minute. I don't believe it. You're just confused. You just had a confused memory.
No,
That's all.
Lucy, Victor, you told me the truth. I remember all of it. I remember that Ryan and I were imitating what we'd just seen at the circus. And Ryan persuaded me to throw those knives at your mistress.
Wait, listen to me. This isn't right. It's just your memory's all jumbled. You know, when you're in a vulnerable state and under a lot of stress, sometimes things are suggested
Lucy,
to you.
no, Lucy, no. I remember specifically being covered in blood. What else could that be?
Mark, I'm so sorry. I should never have told you anything about that day. But listen to me now. You were just a young child. You didn't, a baby. You didn't know what you were doing.
A normal 4-year-old child doesn't just kill, Victor. There was something wrong with me then. And there's something wrong with me now.
Doc, I want you to listen to me. I know you, and I know that you are not a killer.
Lucy, 30 years ago, I killed that woman. And now it looks like I am connected to the murders based on my book.
No, that's not
Lucy,
possible.
look at the facts! The clown suit, the noose, the hallucinations of Ryan, all the elements point to me.
Hallucinations of Ryan?
Yes, Victor, I'm having conversations with my dead brother.
Oh, dear God.
No, listen to me. You are not the murderer. All that evidence was planted by somebody else in our home, and those hallucinations you're having, it's just because it's been so stressed
Lucy, I don't
out
have an
lately.
alibi for Bennett Devlin's murder or for Grace Sullivan's murder. I don't know. Maybe I did black out.
I've got the answer. I'll be your shadow. I mean, Lord knows I have nothing else to do. I'll be with you every moment. And that way, if you have a blackout, I'll be there to take care of you.
I'll keep my eye on you, too, and together, the three of us will be inseparable.
That's a good idea. Yeah. But promise me something. If something happens, if I black out, don't deal with it yourself. Call Mac and then get out. Promise me.
You got it.
Listen, I am going to just call real quickly and tell them to go ahead and start that nurse ball rehearsal without me. I don't want to go. I want to stay and be with
Lucy,
you.
go to your rehearsal. I have to take Victor in for a checkup anyway.
Okay, but promise you will stop by on your way home. My rehearsal come, okay?
Lucy, you can't keep an eye on me 24 hours a day.
No, this isn't about you. It's about me. I have my little number, and I really need you to see it and kind of critique it, okay? So I need your support. Will you come?
I'll be there. Let me just get my jacket. Victor, I'm just going upstairs. You don't need to come along.
Are you sure? You're my only son.
I'm sure.
Hey, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm going to go upstairs and check my lipstick.
Now back off, Garcia. My client,
Your girlfriend.
Dr. Lambert, is not going to confess to anything. Not now. Not ever. And you can bully her till the cows come home, but it's not going to do any good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I come off as a bully? Well, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, I bet you do.
May I ask your client a simple question?
Absolutely not.
It's okay. It's all right. You might as well get the banter out of the way now while you're here instead of later on at the hospital or something.
Oh, how well you know me.
Well, we've been spending way too much time together, Detective.
Why didn't you give me the bracelet when I came to your house with the search warrant?
Because I was scared. Besides, you were searching. Did I have to volunteer it?
No. Fifth Amendment.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I understand you lost that bracelet the day Devlin died.
Yes. And then I found it in the on-call room.
Oh, that's not what I heard.
Well, you know, you got to stop listening to gossip, Garcia. It always gets, better in the retelling.
Besides, I wouldn't go around wearing a bloody bracelet.
That's right. You know, enough of this nonsense here. Now, as Julie's attorney, the district attorney's office has got to give me what evidence they have. Now, did you or did you not find any blood on the bracelet?
Okay, you got me. I was bluffing. Somewhat.
Okay.
There was blood on that bracelet, but it was too degraded to get a match with Devlin's.
Oh, that's too bad.
I got my eye on you, Dr. Lambert. Nobody tosses a piece of gold in the harbor without a reason.
Insurance fraud?
You're going to be Lucy Coe's dresser at the nurse's ball. I don't suppose you'd be stupid enough to try to kill her with the whole world watching.
Do I look stupid, Detective?
Not very,
Thank you.
but it sure make my job a heck of a lot easier.
Hey, Garcia, let me remind you that Dr. Kevin Collins found a noose in his trunk.
What, are you trying to tell me he's the murderer?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying who's ever doing all this framing is starting a little bit early. In his book, my daughter Karen dies by hanging. Now, what are you doing to protect her?
A lot more than you, obviously.
I don't think so, not when you're hanging around here. Now, I'm going to tell you something, all right? If anything happens to my daughter Karen, I'm going to come looking for you.
Duly noted, Counselor.
So I'm going to counter his allergic reaction with steroids. I want you to keep an eye on his breathing, check him every 10 minutes.
Yes, doctor.
Nurse Goddard to 212 East. Nurse Linda Goddard to 212 East. Dr. Alcacer, 3715. Dr. Ralph Alcacer, 3715.
Hey, would you mind taking this to the lab for me?
Sure.
Thanks.
Dr. Sanchez.
Aaron, listen, Dr. May just pulled me into surgery. They're prepping a 10-year-old that was just hit by a car. So I just wanted to make sure you had somebody to go with you to rehearsal.
I'll be fine. I'm not going to wander off by myself like some dumb blonde in a cheap horror film.
Don't make jokes. There's already 2 people that are dead. I just don't want you to take any chances, okay?
I'll be all right. I'll ask Julie to walk with me to rehearsal. There's safety in numbers.